It's more than a game.
It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
It's being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
It's becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
We are live here in Atlantic City for a doubleheader on a beautiful day here for baseball. Atlantic Cape Community College playing 2 against the visiting Brookdale Community College Jersey Blues. Hello, everybody. I am Vin Avenue here to talk to you about some baseball today. We're going to watch a couple great games ahead with playoff implications on the line. Atlantic Cape Community College had a game canceled Friday due to rain and field conditions. They split a doubleheader on Saturday with Ocean County College up in Toms River. And the belief is that if Atlantic Cape wins at least one of the 2 games in today's doubleheader, they'll seal a playoff bid in Region 19. Brookdale looking at a possible situation to have to sweep the Buccaneers today to get into the playoffs coming up this week. So final day of the season. Remy Wiltz warming up for the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers. We'll check out the visiting Jersey Blues starting lineup. Leading off is Nick Lavarco in right field, Marcus Johnson in left field, Joe Lamangino at shortstop, Darius Troche behind the plate, Nick Colbert at first, John Wade, the designated hitter, bottom of the order now, Christian Bauman in center field, Hunter Serrano at third, and Caleb Carter is at second base. Check out the defense for the Buccaneers here in Game 1. We'll start in the outfield. Ian Provenzano in left, Kevin Foreman in center, and Trace Warner over and right. In the infield, Davey Suarez is at third base, Luis Sari at short, Andrew Baldino at second base, and John Dempsey is at first. Behind the plate doing the catching is Gabe Solinsky. And on the mound again is Remy Wiltz. About to get going here. So doubleheader, 2 7-inning contest. And two very important games for both teams here today. Especially this first one here. Again, if the Buccaneers win this first game, they would all but seal that playoff spot. Brookdale would have to win to stay alive in this first game for the playoffs. And we are ready to go here in Atlantic City. Remy Wiltz deals, first pitch up high. And we are underway as Lavarco showed bunt and pulled back. Infield in at the corners. Dempsey and Suarez for the Buccaneers. Suarez. Check that. Remy Wiltz deals strike one. Outfield playing straight up. Pitch. Good breaking ball in the outside corner. It's 1-2. Naturally, in a doubleheader, you want your starting pitcher to at least go 5, if possible. Try and save as much of the bullpen as possible. The 1-2. Little check swing. Did he go around? No. So the count 2-2 on Nick Lavarco. Pitch. Just misses off the plate, and the count's full. So Nick Lavarco working Remy Wiltz here to start off the game. It'll be a 3-2. Called strike 3, and Remy Wiltz wins the battle to start the game. Check it out on the Game Changer replay. Nice little 12-6 curveball. And good night, Uncle Charlie. Here's Marcus Johnson, the left fielder for the Jersey Blues. Infield playing back, except for Suarez at third. Ground ball to second. Baldino with a tough hop there, fields, and throws over to Dempsey for out number 2. Baldino sticking with it. Was in the right position, took a last-second bounce there right in front of him, but he's able to field it cleanly. Here is Joe Lamangino. Pitch. Breaking ball skied high in the air behind the plate. Zielinski can't make the catch. It drifted on him a little bit. A little windy here this afternoon. Zielinski had a beat on it. Suarez was coming in from third. So just a mile-high pop-up in the infield. Or check that behind the plate. 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 to Joe Lamangino playing shortstop for the Jersey Blues. Wilt steals. Outside, and the count 1-1. The 1-1. Inside fastball for strike 2. Lamangino crowding the plate just a little bit on the inside part of that batter's box. And Wilt painting the corners with a fastball. The 1-2. Painting the outside corner for called strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Remy Wiltz. And the Jersey Blues go down 1-2-3. Buccaneers turn in the bottom of the first. Coming up next. Bottom of the first inning here in Atlantic City. Nick Tampanelli doing his warm-up pitches for Brookdale. And here's the lineup that the Southpaw will see for Atlantic Cape this afternoon in Game 1. Andrew Baldino leading things off at second base. He'll be followed by Kevin Foreman, the speedster in the two-hole. Louis Sari is batting third. Gabe Zielinski doing the cleanup duties here in Game 1. He'll be followed by Trace Warner in right, Javier Vega at the DH spot, Davey Suarez at third, John Dempsey at first. And rounding out the order for the Buccaneers is Ian Provenzano over in left. Give you a look at the defense behind Nick Tampanelli. In the outfield, Marcus Johnson in left, Christian Bauman in center, Nick Lavarco in right. In the infield, Hunter Serrano at third, Joe Lamangino at short, Caleb Carter at second base, Nick Colbert at first, and doing the catching is Darius Troche. Warm-ups have concluded, and here's Andrew Baldino stepping up to the plate, looking to get something going for the Buccaneers. After a nice 1-2-3 inning by Remy Wiltz in the top half. Infield playing mostly back, except for Serrano at third. He's on the lip of the grass. Baldino drives it foul, first base side out of play. Just out in front of a pitch from Timpanelli. The pitch. There's a ball, 1-1. Check that. Rob Salvatore on the mound, it was supposed to be Tampanelli. He was the original starting pitcher for this game. And that one's outside. And the 2-1. Fastball misses up high to Baldino. And the pitch, grounded up the middle, fielded, throw to first, and a nice scoop at the other end there by the Brookdale defense. That's Caleb Carter at second, Nick Colbert with a nice scoop over at first, and Baldino's retired for out number 1. Here's Kevin Foreman, the speedster for the Buccaneers, and what I like to call the equivalent of a platinum glove out there in center field for the Buccos. Here's the pitch. Early swing and a pop foul, first base side into the seats. And the count 0-1 on Foreman. Foreman mostly a pull hitter, but he can go to all directions, can go to right center from time to time. The 0-1. Grounded in the hole to short. Fielded cleanly. Oh, and a throw off the mark by the shortstop Lamangino, and Foreman aboard on the E6. Check it out on the replay there. Foreman on top of a chop swing, fielded cleanly by Lamangino, but the throw over there to first to Colbert pulled him off the bag, and he tried to swipe tag Foreman on the way by, but he missed. So Foreman aboard with one away, and always a threat to steal. Here's Louis Sari. And Salvatore, pitch out, nothing doing. And the count 1-0. Salvatore looking in for the sign. Gets what he wants from Troche. Foreman leading off of first, stays put, ball in the dirt, and the count 2-0 on Sari. Gabe Zielinski, the cleanup hitter, up next. Salvatore gives a look, deals to the plate, and a high pop-up in the infield. Who's going to get it? Shortstop Lamangino calls everybody off, and there are 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Nice catch there by Lamangino. 2 away. Foreman stays put at first base. Is Spirit Airlines airplane going over the field here at Surf Stadium. It's really a beautiful day for baseball. Mostly sunny skies, a little wind blowing towards left field. 1 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Rutt throws down to second to Foreman, and Foreman swipes second base. So a 2-out steal for Kevin Foreman, and he's in scoring position with 2 away. Now just needs a line drive hit by the cleanup hitter Solinsky to bring him in. Solinsky's got popped to both sides of the field and looks at a ball in the dirt there from Salvatore. Infield playing mostly back. You got the shortstop Lamangino and second baseman Carter playing up the middle. Called strike, and it's 2-1 on Solinsky. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. Kevin Foreman aboard on the E6. He stole second base a moment ago. The 2-1. Hit foul toward the suite level, but onto the concourse and up against a gate here at Surf Stadium. Nonetheless, it's a 2-2 count. Foreman leading off second base. Salvatore deals inside, and it pushes Solinsky back, and the count's gone full. So Foreman will be going here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So if Solinsky can put one into the gap here, Foreman will score easily. The 3-2. Skied in the air outside of first base, foul territory. Coming over to make the catch is Nick Colbert, and that'll do it. Foreman gets aboard. They can't get him in. Scoreless as we go to the second here on BFA Sports. Top of the second inning from Atlantic City. Some cars going by. It's a beautiful day for baseball. Beautiful day to do anything outside. Here inside Surf Stadium, we are scoreless. Remy Wiltz retired the Jersey Blues in the first inning. Darius Troche, Nick Colbert, and John Wade for Brookdale here in the second inning. And that pitch is a little upstairs, 1-0. Big games for both teams. Doubleheader today. 2 7-inning contests. Pitch from Wills is in there for strike 1. Playoff implications on the line here on the final day of the season. It's an exciting time of year, too. Weather's getting nicer. Playoff baseball. Can't get too much better than that. It'll be a 1-1. Fastball just misses inside, the count 2-1. Infield playing back for Atlantic Cape. The 2-1. Hit in the air to center. Foreman's got to beat it, heading towards the track. And goodbye! A solo home run for Darius Troche, and Brookdale strikes first. They lead 1-0. Just took a fastball in the inner half and drove it deep into center field, beyond the reach of Kevin Foreman out there in center. So the Jersey Blues lead 1-0. Check it out on the replay here. Just reach down, grab it outer half, and sent it off the scoreboard. And there's a strike to Nick Colbert. And the 0-1, skied in the air, infield. Coming over to make the catch is Dempsey, and there's one away. So just one mistake so far by Remy Wiltz. He's retired the other 4 he's faced. Gave up the home run a moment ago to Darius Troche. Here's John Wade, the designated hitter for Brookdale here in Game 1. And the pitch, grounded to third. Suarez, a nice scoop. Throw over to first, and a nice stretch by Dempsey for out number 2. Dempsey getting a chance at first base this afternoon and looking really good so far. So 2 away after the leadoff homer here in the second. Here's Christian Bauman, the center fielder for Brookdale. Wiltz delivers, ripped into right center field. That'll go to the gap and go to the wall. Warner picks it up on the track, and it's a 2-out double for Christian Bauman. And Brookdale's bats have come alive here in the second inning. Check it out on the replay. Wiltz was trying to get a fastball away, and Bauman hit it away to the gap in right center all the way to the wall. So a 2-out double. Here's Hunter Serrano, third baseman for Brookdale here in Game 1. And Wiltz steals outside. The count 1-0. Wiltz has missed with a few pitches here this inning, and Brookdale's taken advantage in a couple of the at-bats. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Bauman leads off second. A 1-1 count on Serrano. Wiltz gives him a look, deals upstairs on the breaking ball, 2-1. Wiltz paying extra attention to Bauman, leading off his second base. Now turns it towards the plate and deals. There's strike 2 to Serrano. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second is Bauman, following a double a moment ago. And Wiltz looking to limit the damage here in the second inning. The 2-2 offering. Breaking ball, hit in the air to left. Will it drop? Sari's coming in. Suarez, it drops in for a hit. Coming in to score is Bauman. It's an RBI single for Hunter Serrano, and it's 2-0 Brookdale. Ian Provenzano coming in. Sari going out, as you'll see here on the replay. Just a breaking ball scooped out by Serrano, and it went into the Bermuda Triangle there and left. Bauman running on the pitch with 2 away. Comes in to score. And that one misses outside of Caleb Carter. sixth batter of the inning for Brookdale, as they've put 2 on the board. And Wiltz delivers. Skied first base side foul out of play toward the suite level here at Surf Stadium. Souvenir for a lucky fan one day. And Wiltz pauses, now deals, runner goes, and the throw goes behind Selinsky to the backstop. So it's a stolen base for Hunter Serrano, and Brookdale's got another man in scoring position. Meanwhile, 2 balls and a strike on Caleb Carter. An RBI opportunity for him now, with Serrano over at second. Getting the attention of Wiltz, who deals, check swing. Moot, but called strike. So now it's 2-2 on Carter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-0 Brookdale here in the top of the second. They've put 2 on the board on a home run and an RBI single. Wiltz, a long pause, and now turns his attention, throws to second. Baldino picks it, but getting back safely is Serrano. Brookdale looking to expand the lead. Wiltz looking to limit the damage. Another long pause. Pitch. Low to Carter, and the count's full. So that'll mean Serrano will be running here on the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wiltz gives Serrano a look, deals, and that one's chopped foul by Carter to stay alive. Trace Warner goes to retrieve it. Serrano off second. Certainly some speed there, so can score on a single. Wiltz gives him a long look as Baldino steps back into normal depth. That one swung on and missed. A breaking ball for strike 3. Brookdale gets a pair. The home run by Troche. The RBI single from Serrano. It's 2-0 Jersey Blues. We go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning here at Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you. It's 2-0 Brookdale on the scoreboard. Home run by Troche and an RBI single for Serrano. Buccaneers looking to answer back. They got 1 man aboard in the first inning. It was Kevin Foreman reaching on the E6. Looking to get something going here in the second. Trace Warner, Javi Vega, Davey Suarez for Atlantic Cape. Skied in the air outside of first. Chasing it towards the dugout is the first baseman, Colbert. There's 1 away. Check that Cole. This got a couple interesting side notes on the Brookdale roster here. It says Colbert on the roster. It's Cole over there playing first base. Pitch. Popped up by Vega, foul behind the plate. And rattles through a couple seats. Pitch from Salvatore is low in the dirt. Good scoop there by Troche. Buccaneers looking for some offense here in the bottom of the second, looking to get something cooking here in game one of a doubleheader. Pitch to Vega. Chop to third. Easy enough play for Serrano, throws to first, and Vega's retired for out number 2. Vega doing the DHing here in game one. I would believe that Vega will be out there in left field possibly for game 2. We'll see what happens. 2 7-inning contests between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape today. Final day of the season. 2 away, here's Davey Suarez. It's been a quick inning for the Buccaneers so far. Suarez looking to extend it, and that one hit foul toward the Brookdale dugout, 0-1. It'll be an 0-1. Fastball away, 1-1. Dempsey on deck, and then Provenzano to follow if the Buccaneers can extend the inning here. The pitch. In the dirt again, another good block by Troche. Nobody aboard. But he's got goalie-like reflexes and skills there behind the plate. 2-1 the count on Suarez. And the pitch from Salvatore. Grounded to second. Easy enough play on a tricky hop there by Caleb Carter. And the Buccaneers go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. We go to the third. It's 2-0 Brookdale. Top of the third inning and top of the order for Brookdale as they lead 2-0 against Remy Wiltz and the Buccaneers. Nick Lavarco, Marcus Johnson, Joe Lemangino for the Jersey Blues here in the third. Darius Troche a solo home run in the second inning and an RBI single from Hunter Serrano later in the inning. And Wiltz deals breaking ball in there for strike one. This is a nice little cement mixer there. Wiltz has had a good changeup and a good curveball today, even a powerful fastball. His dilemma so far has just been location, as that one's chopped foul outside of third. And just great at-bats by Brookdale. Wiltz has been targeting low and away, low and in, even about mid-in. And Brookdale's found a way to get aboard. Troche took just a breaking ball that was heading low and away and drove it off the scoreboard in left center. The 0-2. That one's outside to Lavarco. Lavarco struck out looking in the first pitch. That one misses away from Wiltz. Wiltz seemed a little distracted in the second inning when Brookdale was able to get a man aboard. Paying a lot of attention to the runner. Pitch. Skied high in the air into shallow left. Provenzano coming in, getting a beat on it, and makes the catch, fighting the sun for out number one. Caught by number one. Poetry here at Surf Stadium, playing the game of baseball. Good catch by Provenzano. One away, here is Marcus Johnson. He grounded to second base in his first at-bat, and that sends Baldino to the lip of the outfield grass over there at second base and moving to his left. Breaking ball misses away from Remy Wiltz. Louis Sari also shifted over to his left. He's still on the shortstop side of second base, as you can see. But on the lip there, Suarez playing a little in at third base. Pitch in the dirt. And goes to the backstop, nobody aboard, it's 2-0. And John Dempsey playing about halfway between the lip. Now he's heading towards the outfield grass. Playing back from Marcus Johnson, the pitch outside again, and it's 3-0. Game one of a doubleheader, two pivotal games, really. Brookdale has to sweep to stay alive in the playoff hunt. Pitch. Called, strike one. Johnson thought it was ball four. Steps back into the box. And the 3-1 now. Ripped into right field. Warner's got a beat on it, going toward the track and makes the catch. Loses his hat in the process, but secures out number two here in the third. Nice catch by Warner for out number two. Here is Joe Lamangino. He struck out to end the first and looks at a strike there to start his at-bat here in the third. That breaking ball just misses to the chagrin of Remy Wiltz, and it's 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Lamangino pulled the strings. It's 1-2. The 1-2 with two away. Wilt steals, skied foul, first base side out of play. And we'll do it again, 1-2. Remy Wiltz looking to mirror what he did in the first inning against Lavarco, Johnson, and Lamangino by retiring them in order. It was the 4th through 9 in the order for Brookdale that gave him trouble in the second. Pitch, swing and a miss! And Wiltz gets a much-needed bounce-back inning here in the third, retiring Brookdale in order. It is still 2-0. We go to the bottom half of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. And for the Buccaneers, it'll be bottom, then top of the order. John Dempsey, Ian Provenzano. And top of the order with Andrew Baldino against Rob Salvatore. Salvatore retired the Buccaneers in order in the second. The only base runner so far is Kevin Foreman reaching on an E6 back in the first. Ripped into left field. It'll go to the wall and foul. Oh boy, John Dempsey gave that one a ride and Marcus Johnson gave it a look, but it just went foul off the fence. So just a loud strike one. Salvatore working quickly now. Deals inside in the dirt. Good scoop there by Troche. It's 1-1. It'll be a 1-1 to Dempsey. Hit high into right. Coming under to make the catch is Lavarco. And there is one away. A little disappointing, I'm sure Dempsey feels right now, almost hitting a home run and ends up flying out to right field. More opportunities to come, this game and the next. Here's Ian Provenzano, the 9-hole hitter playing left field for Atlantic Cape. Salvatore deals, swing and a miss at a high fastball. It's 0-1. Salvatore deals. Little, excuse me, swing into left field for a one-out single for Provenzano, and booted there in left field by Johnson, but he recovers right in front of him to get it into the infield and hold Provenzano at first base with a one-out hit. Just inside out, went the other way, and now Board turns the lineup over. Here's Andrew Baldino, grounded out to second to start the game for Atlantic Cape. And the second baseman Carter going back into normal depth for Brookdale. Pitch. Breaking ball misses just upstairs, and Baldino takes a look at ball one. Double play depth for Brookdale up the middle. Throw over to first, and they got Provenzano in a rundown. He slips, and that's the end of the rundown in between first and second. And now there's two away after Provenzano caught stealing on the pickoff by Salvatore. So Baldino now up with the bases empty, looking to get something going for the Buccaneers. Pitch. Hit into center field over the head of Carter. So a two-out single for Andrew Baldino. And see if the Buccaneers can get something cooking here in the bottom of the third. So two hits in the inning, but Provenzano caught stealing to the pickoff there by Salvatore a moment ago. Here's Kevin Foreman. Reached on an E6 in his first at-bat, then still second. And the pitch in there for strike one. Baldino out to a small lead over there at first base. Salvatore throws over to check on him, and he's back safe. Salvatore looks into the sign, gets what he wants from Troche. Throws over to first again, and back way ahead of the throw is Baldino. That's two throws over to check on Baldino. Let's see if Salvatore tries a third time. And the 1-0. Hit to shortstop. Nice scoop there to fire over to first to get the out. Nice throw by Lamangino on the run for the third out. Buccaneers get two hits, They can't get him into scoring position. It is 2-0 Brookdale as we go to the fourth. Top of the fourth inning here in Atlantic City and a view of the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Here's the Oceans Resort as well. Beautiful day for baseball here. We're enjoying game one of a two-game doubleheader here today. Remy Wiltz going against the middle of the Brookdale order here. Here's Darius Troche to lead things off. He homered in his last at-bat. Pitch up high. In the count 1-0. It'll be Troche, Nick Cole, and John Wade for Brookdale here in the fourth inning. Game one of a doubleheader today. Playoff implications on the line. Inside breaking ball. It's 2-0 to Troche. Wiltz being a little bit careful with him this time around. In his previous at-bat in the second inning, Troche just went out and got a fastball, or breaking ball rather, on the lower half as he looks at a fastball here. It's 3-0. And drove it off the scoreboard in left center. It looked like Foreman may have had a chance to make the catch, but just a little bit out of his reach. And the pitch. Swing and a miss by Troche. It's 3-1. Check that 2-2. Troche looking for some of the drive here. Expand the lead for Brookdale. Pitch to the cleanup hitter is swung on and missed, strike three. So Wiltz wins battle number 2, and there's one away here in the fourth. Here's Cole, who popped out to first base in his first at-bat in the second inning. And the pitch. Away to Cole, it's 1-0. John Wade awaits an at-bat next. And the 1-0. That one misses a little bit high. It's 2-0. Wiltz had a 1-2-3 first and a 1-2-3 third. He's got one down so far here in the fourth, and there's strike one. Looking to replicate that here in this inning. Brookdale had a homer from Troche in the second to lead things off. Later, a double from Bauman and a single from Serrano. That's how they got their 2 runs in the second. A pop-up. Foul territory, and Suarez gives it a look as it goes into the seats. Two balls and 2 strikes on Cole. Wiltz at the ready and delivers. Hit into center field. It'll fall for a 1-out base hit for Cole. Just went out and poked it in the center, outside part of the plate, and right in front of Kevin Foreman. So Cole aboard with one away. Here's John Wade, grounded out to third in his first step out. He's 0 for 1. Buccaneers looking for a double play here. Cole with a short lead there off of first. Remy Wiltz throws to the plate and deals strike one. Baldino and Sari, double play depth. Suarez is back at third for Atlantic Cape. And the 0-1. Hit foul, first base side out of play toward the suite level here at Surf Stadium. Off the top there, almost went onto the roof. Just a little bit early was John Wade on that swing. Remy Wiltz giving a look at Cole at first base. Pitch. And upstairs, bending out of the way to get out of the way of that high pitch was John Wade. Just slipped out of the hand of Remy Wiltz. Runner goes. Throw outside. Selinsky fires down to second, and they got him. Cole caught stealing. Check it out on the replay. Nice throw down to second by Selinsky, and the tag. They got him. Nice tag there by Baldino. And Wiltz delivers. Hit on the ground, foul. Outside of third. It's 2 away here in the fourth. And that one called, strike three, and the inning is over. Remy Wiltz in a way gets the 1, 2, 3, 4th inning, and it keeps it at 2-0 Brookdale as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth inning here at Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebony with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports this afternoon. Game one of a doubleheader. 2-0 Brookdale as we go to the bottom half of the fourth. And Rob Salvatore's just given up 2 hits to the Atlantic Cape lineup. Single to Baldino and Provenzano last inning. Louis Sari, Gabe Zielinski, Trace Warner here for Atlantic Cape in the bottom half of the fourth. Sari popped out to shortstop in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon to this point. And a stoppage in play is Salvatore playing catch with his third baseman, Serrano. And stoppage in play is over, and we're ready to go here in the bottom of the fourth. Louis Sari, the hitter. Driven to left field, towards the foul line and foul. Curving right there. Louis Sorry nearly led off the fourth with a homer. Instead, it's just allowed strike one. It'll be an 0-1 to Louis Sorry. That one's through the hole in the left field. So a leadoff single for Louis Sorry, and the Buccaneers have a man aboard here in the fourth. He gets on base. I'm sure he would have loved the home run. But a single is good, especially hitting in front of Gabe Zielinski, who could certainly drive him in. Zielinski popped out to first, back in the first, which ended the first. And pitch to Zielinski, hit in the air to center. Coming over to make the catch is Christian Baumann. There's one away. So Zielinski gave it a ride, but not in the location he needed it. I'd say that if it went past Baumann into the wall, Sorry had a chance to score. Certainly would have at least gotten to third base. Instead, he leads off first here as Trace Warner, the hitter. He popped out to first, a throw over to check on Sorry's back safely. Warner looking to help get the Buccaneers on the board. Past Troche, and Sorry's got to hustle down to second. The throw wide of the bag into center field. Sorry's on his way to third on the throwing error by Troche. So Sorry a little bit closer. Troche got mixed up there behind the plate and threw, but threw wide of the bag past Carter. And Sorry heads up base running, ends up on third. So 1 on, 1 out, and a 2-0 count on Warner. Chopped foul outside of third. It's a race out of the dugout for the Buccaneers to go grab that. Everybody wants the foul ball. It'll be a 2-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And Warner in a 2-2 count. Two balls, two strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Drop by Troche. Throws over to first to retire Warner. And there are now 2 away. So leaves it up to Javi Vega here in the fourth to bring in the first run of the game for Atlantic Cape. Vega 0 for 1 here in game 1. Grounded at third base in the second inning. And the pitch. Hit off the screen behind the plate. It's 0-1. Vega out in front of a fastball offering there from Salvatore. Louis Sorry leading off the third. Singled, stole second, and got to third on the throw by Troche that ended up in center. Pitch. Skied first base side, foul out of play into the seats, heading toward the concourse here at Surf Stadium. And a souvenir for a lucky fan there who just picked up the foul ball. I was thinking about giving it to another fan there. Kind gesture. That one swung on and chopped off the foot of Vega. He's going to walk that off. It's a painful way to stay in the at-bat. Sorry leading off a third with 2 away. Salvatore delivers the 0-2. Little check swing there at a fastball up in the zone, and he doesn't go around. It's 1-2. Sorry will be going on contact with 2 away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Vega chases out in front, and that'll do it here in the fourth. Sorry gets aboard on a single. The Buccaneers have 3 hits through 4, but still searching for a run. We go to the 5th. It's 2-0 Brookdale. We go to the top of the 5th inning here at Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebeneu with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports. Christian Bauman, Hunter Serrano, and Caleb Carter for Brookdale against Remy Wiltz, out for his 5th inning of work. Deals a changeup away, and it's 1-0. Bauman doubled in his first at-bat, later came around to score. And the 1-0. Skied foul behind the plate to the sweet level here. And the count 1-1. Wiltz has settled down, had a rough second inning, but retired. Brookdale in order, 1-2-3 in the first, in the third, and the fourth. Between a single by Cole. That one popped up off third. Suarez giving it a look, fighting the sun, and makes the catch for out number 1. Cole had a single in the 4th inning and then was caught stealing, so that emptied the bases, and then Wade struck out. One gone here in the 5th. Here is Hunter Serrano, had an RBI single in the 2nd inning that scored Christian Bauman. Later stole 2nd as well. Pitch. Inside and up and in, and it's 1-0. Action going in Brookdale's bullpen down the right field line. And for Atlantic Cape down the left field line. Pitch upstairs. And the count 2-0 in Serrano. 2 7-inning contest. So Atlantic Cape hoping that Remy Wiltz can give him 5, maybe 6 here and save whatever they need in the bullpen for game 2. Skied in the air, foul, third base side, and into the seats, and Suarez gives it a look. Caleb Carter on deck for Brookdale. With one away here in the top of the 5th. It'll be a 2-1. That one drifts outside. It is 3-1. It'll be a 3-1. Popped up. Center field. Baldino out. Foreman coming in, charging in, and makes the catch. Impressive play by the Buccaneers center fielder. And there are 2 away. Foreman's got the speed, and he made up ground here, coming in almost towards the infield, but gets out number 2. And here's pitch number 1. It's inside to Caleb Carter, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. It'll be a 1-0. And that one misses outside 2-0. Here's Nick Colbert. Is the righty warming up for Brookdale in their bullpen. 3-0 the count on Caleb Carter. Remy Wiltz looking to retire the side in order. Had a rough second inning, but he's looked pretty good outside of that, and there's strike 1. Wiltz has 5 strikeouts. Check that, 6 strikeouts. And a walk to Caleb Carter here. So a man aboard with 2 away. Top of the order now for Brookdale. Here's Nick Lavarco. Lavarco 0 for 2 here in game 1. He struck out looking in the first and flew out to left field in the third. As Brookdale looking for some insurance runs here in the 5th. Pitch. There's a strike outside corner, 0-1. Carter leads off first. 2 away. And the 0-1. Skied in the air behind the plate. Zielinski giving it a look and makes the catch for out number 3. So Brookdale threatens here in the 5th. And that's it, just a walk to Carter. Still 2-0 Brookdale. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th here at Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. Bottom of the order for Atlantic Cape. Davey Suarez, John Dempsey, Ian Provenzano. As the Buccaneers looking to get something going here in the 5th. Strike one there to Suarez. Grounded out in his first at-bat. 2-0 Brookdale. They scored both runs in the 2nd inning. And Remy Wiltz settled down after that and has held Brookdale off the scoreboard since the 2nd. Salvatore deals and Suarez pulls the strings on a breaking ball low in the zone. Excuse me, it's 0-2. Buccaneers have gotten a couple guys aboard. Foreman reached on an error in the 1st. Baldino and Provenzano had a single in the 3rd. And Sari had a single in the 4th as Suarez able to check his swing. So Buccaneers have 3 hits, 4 base runners, but haven't been able to plate any. Louis Sari stole 2nd and then ended up getting the 3rd on the overthrow into center. And that's Kevin Foreman reached 2nd in the 1st. So the Buccaneers have only had 2 men reach 2nd base in the game so far today. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Powers a fastball by Suarez. And another strikeout for Salvatore for the 1st out here in the 5th. That's his 3rd strikeout. All in the last inning plus. One away, here's John Dempsey. Flew out to right field after nearly hitting a home run down the left field line in his last at-bat. There's a strike on the outside corner. Just got out in front of a fastball and ripped it down the left field line, and it tailed foul at the very end. The 0-1. That one's a little bit low. 1-0 on Dempsey. Ian Provenzano had a single, as previously mentioned. He's awaiting on deck. The 1-1 popped up. Shallow left center. Coming out is the shortstop to make the catch, Joe Lemangino. And there are 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. So Dempsey's put the bat on the ball and hit it to the outfield a couple times. Just not the results that he was looking for coming to the plate. 2 away, here's Provenzano. Singled in the 3rd, was caught stealing. Picked off by the pitcher, Salvatore. The pitch swung on and missed by Provenzano. It's 0-1. He's looking for a fastball there, got a breaking ball and missed. Salvatore's been dealing today against Atlantic Cape. The 0-1. Inside fastball nearly turns him around. It's 1-1. Salvatore's just given up 3 hits. The extra runner was Foreman reaching on the error. 3 strikeouts. That one swung on a miss by Provenzano, and it's 1-2. Equally as the amount of pop-ups as ground balls induced by Salvatore. And there's another ground ball. The second, nice play there by the second baseman, Carter, and he can't make the throw over to first. So Provenzano aboard on the E4. And Buccaneers have a base runner with 2 away here in the 5th. Top of the order now, here's Andrew Baldino. He's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Had a single in his last at-bat. Salvatore gives a look to Provenzano, deals. That one hit to third, and an easy play for Serrano, and a high throw, but a good scoop there. Picking it up, stepping off the bag, and getting back down by Cole. So the Buccaneers once again threaten. They get a base runner on, but can't bring him around. We go to the 6th. It's 2-0 Brookdale. Top of the 6th. Remy Wilt's out there for now, but the Buccaneers do have some action going on in their bullpen. That's Danny DeMarco warming up for Atlantic Cape. Continuing to take some warm-up tosses. It's 2-0 Brookdale. Could be that Wiltz is in a batter-to-batter situation before we see Danny DeMarco. Atlantic Cape looking to keep it at 2-0 Brookdale. Marcus Johnson, Joe Lamangino, Darius Troche for Brookdale here in the 6th. Johnson 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out. And Wiltz delivers. Breaking ball outside corner, strike 1. As ball comes loose from the bullpen down the right field line, where there's some action going for Brookdale. Colbert still throwing for the Jersey Blues. The 0-1. Johnson shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1. Davey Suarez was coming up from third to field the bunt if it were successful. It'll be a 1-1. Ripped into right field. It'll fall for a hit. Just a rocket off the bat of Johnson, and it gets by water. Throw to second to get him. Successful. Johnson thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double. Check it out on the replay. Successful on the base hit, and Warner picks it up and fires a cannon. Johnson was going all the way, and Sorry with the tag just at the last minute to get Johnson. And a bunt up the third base line. Suarez fields, he's got no play. So Lamangino aboard with 1 away on the bunt single. Brookdale playing a little small ball here in the 6th inning. Looking to build on their 2-0 lead. So 1-on-1 out, throw over to first to check on Lomangino, and he's back safely. Here's Darius Troche, hit a solo home run off the scoreboard in left center in the 2nd inning, struck out in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. And throw over to first again to check on Johnson, he's back safe. One on, one out, top of the 6th. Brookdale with a 2-0 lead. And the pitch to Troche. Hit on the ground to short. Sorry, throw to the second one. Baldino to first. Yeah, it's a double play. And Atlanta Cape gets out of any kind of trouble here in the 6th, keeping it at 2-0 and giving them a chance to strike back here in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up next. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Atlantic City. You see some cars racing beyond the warning track here at Surf Stadium. Beautiful day for baseball, outdoor activities. Atlantic Cape looking for a couple runs as they get things going in the 6th. Foreman Sari-Solinsky against Salvatore, who's been dealing today. Just 3 hits for the Buccaneers, 4 base runners overall. Check that 5. 2 Buccaneers reached on errors. Foreman reached on an error in the 1st and then stole base, and then he grounded it out in the 3rd. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Action has stopped in both bullpens for Brookdale and for Atlantic Cape. It'll be a 3-0 to Foreman, looking to get something started. And takes a strike low in the zone. 3-1. Game 1 of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning contest. Both teams going to the playoffs. Now just a matter of where they'll be seated. As Owens inside and Foreman draws a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 6th. So leadoff man aboard. Foreman always a threat to steal. See if the Buccaneers do a little hit and run here with Louis Sari coming up to the plate. And that may be what Brookdale's thinking. As there'll be a meeting on the mound with the infield and Johnny Johnson, the coach for Brookdale. It's been a pitcher's duel. Remy Welts, 1 bad inning just in the 2nd. Home run, a couple hits, RBI single as well. But he's really shut down Brookdale's offense in the innings that have followed. Pitched 6 strong innings for Atlantic Cape. Salvatore has held the Buccaneers to 3 hits, 5 base runners overall. 6 now with Foreman aboard. See what Louis Sari can do here against Salvatore. 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a stolen base. Take strike 1 there. No balls and a strike. Salvatore at the belt and deals. Chop to short. Flip to second 1. On to first. It's a double play. A nice scoop by Cole over there at first base. So Sari hits into the 6-4-3 double plays you see on the replay here. Nice sequence there. Shortstop Lamangino to the second baseman Carter to the first baseman Cole. And just like that, base is empty now, 2 away. Here's Gabe Solinsky, who is 0 for 2 on the day, up 2 pop-outs. And takes a strike, won the first one out to center. Solinsky's hit the ball hard. Just nothing to show for it yet in the box score. Pitch. Grounded to second. Carter's got it. And who's at first? He throws to first to Cole. And they just get Solinsky speeding up the line. So Buccaneers threaten again here in the 6th inning, but they can't get the run in just yet. 2-0 Brookdale as we go to the final inning of play. Top of the 7th inning here at Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebeneu with you. Remy Welts back out there for his 7th inning of work. Danny DeMarco had been warming up last inning for the Buccaneers and in the 5th as well. But Remy Welts got what he needed in a 6-4-3 to end the 6th inning. Dealing with Cole, Wade, and Bauman for Brookdale here in the top half of the 7th. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. Nice sweeping action there on the slider from Wiltz. And it's 0-1. Cole 1 for 2 with a single caught stealing last time out as well. Pitch outside. Both bullpens are empty. Could be a batter-to-batter situation for Remy Wiltz for Atlantic Cape here in the top of the 7th. Could see DeMarco or somebody else getting warmed up soon. The 1-1. Inside, just misses off the plate to Cole. It's 2-1. Remy Welts, again, as mentioned, has shut down Brookdale's offense since they put up 2 runs in the 2nd inning. The pitch, driven into left field. Provenzano chases it, goes up against the wall. Cole rounding first, on his way to second, in there with a leadoff double here in the 7th. So a nice piece of hitting by Cole. As you'll see here on the replay, just drove a pitch, middle of the plate. If he had waited on that just a little bit, that probably would have gone out. And a meeting on the mound here with Coach Ball and Remy Wiltz after the leadoff double by Cole. Nobody warming up in the bullpen at the moment for Atlantic Cape. This could be just a settle down kind of discussion there on the mound. Coach Ball talking with the infield and with Remy Wiltz as they figure out a way to protect the game where it's at. 2-0 Brookdale. Shake of the hand, and meeting on the mound is over. Cole off second now, nobody out. Here's John Wade, the designated hitter. 0 for 2 here in game one. He grounded to third in the second inning and struck out looking in the fourth. Infield playing in for Atlantic Cape. Pitch. Driven down the left field line and going foul. John Wade nearly collecting on a 2-run home run. 0-1 the count on the Jersey Blues designated hitter. Cole leading off a second. Breaking ball driven in the air again to left field. Provenzano to the track, and goodbye! He gets it this time. John Wade, a 2-run home run, and it's 4-0 Brookdale. He was anticipating that fastball again and got what he was looking for and drove it on the east side of the foul pole and left. As Brookdale gets some insurance. Check it out on the replay. Middle of the plate and on its way to the Borgata. And that'll do it for Remy Wiltz. Danny DeMarco coming into the game for Atlantic Cape. It's 4-0 Brookdale here in the 7th. Still in the top of the 7th inning, Danny DeMarco on in relief of Remy Wiltz, who just gave up the 2-run home run to John Wade. Here's Christian Bauman. Takes a strike from DeMarco, 0-1. Bauman doubled and scored in the second inning and popped out to third in the 5th. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. DeMarco coming in firing gas. It's 0-2. Some stretching going on in the Brookdale bullpen. Nobody warming up just yet. The 0-2. Chopped outside of first, and the count will stay 0-2. Game one of a doubleheader. Both teams heading towards the playoffs. Just a matter of seeding. Brookdale out in front here, 4-0. The 0-2. Pop off the screen. Actually nearly came over the screen there behind the plate. Count stays 0-2. The 0-2. Driven into left field. It'll fall for a hit in front of Provenzano. So a single for Bauman as Brookdale's offense keeps rolling here in the 7th. Bauman going the other way. He's 2 for 3 here in game one. Wins the lefty-on-lefty matchup. One on. Here's Hunter Serrano. And an RBI single and a stolen base in the 2nd. Flew out to center field in the 5th inning. Bunts here. Fielded by Suarez. Only play to first, and they got him. And a nice play on the other end by Dempsey. Stretching over there for out number 1. As Bauman ends up on second base on the sacrifice bunt. So one away. Runner on second. Here's Caleb Carter. A strikeout and a walk for Carter here in game one. As the top of the order awaits for Brookdale here in the 7th. DeMarco on in relief, deals to Carter. Strike outside corner, and it's 0-1. Now action getting going for Brookdale in their bullpen. We'll see who ends up coming out for Brookdale in the 7th. Pitch. Breaking ball misses outside from DeMarco. If it is Salvatore coming out to finish the game, or if they go to the bullpen. Salvatore's pitched pretty well. Held the Buccaneers to just 3 hits. 3 other base runners. Pitch. Inside and a little bit off the plate. 2-1 now on the Brookdale second baseman. With a runner in scoring position, 1 out here in the 7th. DeMarco gives Bauman a look and deals upstairs to Carter. Remy Wills went 6+. Gave up the 4 runs. Bauman is DeMarco's responsibility, coming on in relief and giving up the single. Then a sac bunt. 3-1 here on Carter. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Carter uppercuts and misses on the breaking ball. It's a full count. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. DeMarco gives Bauman a look. And again. And deals. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out Carter for out number 2. So 2 strikeouts by Carter here in game 1. 2 away, top of the order now. Here's Nick Lavarco. Couple pop-outs and a strikeout. He's 0 for 3. And DeMarco looking to keep it at 4-0. Pitch upstairs. And the count 1-0. Bauman leads off second with 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Brookdale's added 2 more on the home run by Wade. Pitch. Breaking ball grounded in the hole to left field. Bauman rounding third. Provenzano. Suarez cuts off the throw. The throw to second gets easily Nick Lavarco, but the run scores. It's 5-0 Brookdale. The RBI single by Nick Lavarco. And bottom of the 7th coming up. Atlantic Cape needs 5. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Surf Stadium in Atlantic City. Buccaneers trail 5-0. Salvatore out there to finish what he started and go the distance. Going up against Trace Warner here, who grounds it down the left field line and fair. Into the corner, all the way to the wall. Warner rounding second, and he'll stay right there. A leadoff double for Trace Warner here in the 7th. Check it out on the replay. Warner just taking a pitch, taking what he can get, and it bounced right after third, so just fair. And he's in scoring position. So nice piece of hitting by Warner. First hit on the afternoon, and it's a big one. Here's Javi Vega. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to Vega is outside, ball 1. Vega the DH here in game number 1. Throw to second, and getting back just ahead of the throw is Warner. Down 5-0, you don't want to get picked off. Throw over again, and the ball dropped by the shortstop, Lamangino. That's 2 throws over there to check on Trace Warner. And the count, meanwhile, 2-0 at the plate on Vega. The pitch. Upstairs, and Vega dances out of the way. Davey Suarez up next for Atlantic Cape. Salvatore deals. There's a strike. Buccaneers need base runners here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 7-inning games, so this is it. Salvatore at the ready, deals to Vega, swing and a miss. Vega looking to continue things, looking to continue what Trace Warner started with the leadoff double here in the 7th. And Salvatore deals. Vega swings and misses, and that's out number 1. So 1 away. Here's Davey Suarez. He's 0 for 2 here in game 1. A ground out and a strikeout against Salvatore. Looking to go the distance. 6 1/3 so far. He's held the Buccaneers scoreless. And just 4 hits. Runner on second, throw, ground ball back to the mound. Salvatore trips. It's Troche who throws to first to retire Suarez. 2 away as Warner ends up over on third. And the Buccaneers down to their final out. It is John Dempsey. Tough outs for him today. He flew out deep to right after nearly hitting a homer to the left on a foul ball, and then flew out to shallow left center, a ball that was caught by the shortstop Lomangino. 0 for 2. Base hit puts the Buccaneers on the board. Pitch, ground ball to third, booted, and that'll score a run. Serrano bobbles, and the Buccaneers put one on the board here. It's 5-1. So Dempsey reaching on the E5 as Warner touches home. Here's Ian Provenzano. Singled, was picked off first in the 3rd inning, caught stealing, and then reached on an error in the 5th. 5-1 Brookdale. And Provenzano offers to bunt and goes around. It's 0-1. Andrew Baldino awaits an opportunity up next for Atlantic Cape. Dempsey leads off first. Pitch. Skied foul, third base side, out of play. Rattles off the roof here at Surf Stadium. Buccaneers down to their final strike. Salvatore looking to finish what he started, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he does just that. Brookdale wins game 1, 5-1. Game 2 coming up in just a little bit. A couple big home runs by the Brookdale offense and dominant pitching by Salvatore. We'll have game 2 for you coming up between Brookdale and Atlantic Cape in just about a half hour's time, so stay with us here on the BFA Sports YouTube channel. Game 2 action coming up next between these two playoff-bound teams. For our crew here on BFA Sports, I'm Vin Ebenu. We'll talk to you in a bit.